Hi, my name is Aiden Bonet, and today we're going to look at the question, is water wet? The answer, yes. Hold on, let me explain. There are two definitions of the word wet. One definition goes like this: covered or saturated with liquid. And by this definition, water is wet because you see, every single water molecule is covered in other water molecules. Therefore, by that definition, water is wet. But there is another definition of the word wet. Some people say that wet is a description of what humans feel when covered in liquid. That is bullshit. By all definitions, wet is just something covered in liquid, not something that humans feel when covered in liquid. There's a third argument that I'd like to address. It's that when you're fully in water, you are not wet. That is bullshit. Let's do a little quiz. If I submerge my hand in water, is it wet? The answer, yes, of course. My hand is covered in liquid, it is wet. Now if I take my hand out, is my hand wet? Yes, it is covered in liquid, my hand is wet. Now my wet hand touches my face. Is my face wet? Yes. Now I pour the water in my lap. Is my lap wet? Yes. Is the ground wet? Yes. Now if I pour the water on my head, is my head wet? Yes.
No, stop.
I hope this has given you clarity and made you understand that water is wet. Thank you for watching. This has been Aiden Bonet explaining why water is wet. Now you know.
Is water wet?
Yes, water is wet.
Why?
Because the definition of wet is...
Is water wet?
Yes.
Why?
Because it's water.
Is water wet?
Yes, water is wet.
Why?
Because if you go by the definition that if it surrounds by, that wet is that it's surrounded by water, then water is surrounded by water.